Hello, nerdlings.
Hi, nerdlings.
The summer of games continues.
Bum, bum, bum.
So,
I don't know why I made that so dramatic.
whenever they're having sales, what's a place that we always love to go to?
Vintage Stock.
Yeah, and why is that?
Because it's usually like mix and match, buy two, get one free.
And I will be the first to tell you, Vintage Stock does not have the best prices on games, in my opinion. However, when they are doing, that is true. Buy one, get one on back issues.
Yeah, yeah.
But with the games and movies sometimes, whenever it's buy two, get one free, because their prices aren't the best, once you average that out over three different items. Exactly. Now, fortunately, we did find some goodies, though, with some boxed
a little beat up, a little
Game Boy Advance games. And yeah, even though they're a little beat up, you do have the box. I believe the manual is in there as well.
Yeah, we got the manual and the game in this one.
It's like you might as well take a pop at it. And I think these were only $5 each. Plus, I've never played the Lord of the Rings games on Game Boy Advance, but from the back, they kind of look like a little bit like Diablo. So that can make for a good time, especially since we can put them on the old Game Boy player, put them on the big screen.
The whole 13 inches?
I know, right? And then we got some fun PS2 games. This was always a very interesting Killer 7. So you play this game, it's very stylized in the graphics department.
Interesting. Not manual.
No! Believe it or not, this one we picked up for Lady Lacy.
But not for reasons that you think. It's not perverted. This game basically kind of plays like Sims in the Playboy Mansion. So you're Hugh Hefner. You play as Hugh Hefner, and then you build not build bunnies, but you build up the bunny like portfolio. Yeah, the empire and everything. So.
And you used to watch
the Girls Next Door.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was, I've always been interested in Playboy, not as naked women, but as the empire. And it's really neat too because it's like a silvery, shiny, almost metal-looking cover, and then it does have the booklet on the inside.
It even has the little holographic sticker on the front.
Yeah, it does. Right here. But yeah, so that's fun.
Now, this one was totally a pervy purchase because it's Leisure Suit Larry, and you're helping Larry earn a BA in TNA.
Yep, you can see right there on
this is just one of those games. It's fun to have in the collection because, let's be honest, you probably wouldn't see a game like that being put out nowadays.
Probably not.
It's almost like looking back. It's not as extreme as those sexy Lego figures of the Atari porn games, but it's still kind of in the same vein as that.
And it does have its booklet.
Oh, it's all there. And last, this one, this was kind of a fun pickup because it's Lifeline, I believe?
Yeah.
But this is the game that it requires you to have the PS2 microphone because you talk to the woman in the game and give her commands as to what to do next.
Is it required?
But still, it's a kind of a fun pickup. Another great one for the collection. As soon as we find one of the headsets, it'll be very fun to mess around with this. All right, so that wasn't too bad for our Vintage Stock pickups. And now it's time to move on to GameStop.
GameStop?
Now, one of the things that we like about our GameStop is how well they take care of us. Obviously, GameStop can sometimes have those questionable business practices, but the thing is, if you get to know the people at your GameStop, they will treat you well. Now, I'm not talking, you're not going to get a bunch of freebies or anything, but they will keep you in mind
for Amiibo stands.
Amiibo stands. But they will keep you in mind when you need help with some pre-orders.
Yes.
Like an Amiibo one.
Because we forgot to get the pre-order in on this one. And they called us the day it came out and they said, hey, one of the pre-orders decided they didn't want it anymore. Do you guys want it? And we're like, yeah, we do.
Yeah, because they know that we are nuts for our Amiibo, and it doesn't matter what. We go for all of them. So we got Pearl and Marina here. And it was very cool of them to think of us.
Yes.
So definitely giving our GameStop guys a shout out because they always take care of us. They always keep us in mind.
Should we make everyone scream?
Oh, let's do it.
Do it. Ready? Ready?
Do it.
Roar! Roar! I don't know why I'm roaring. There they are.
Now, obviously, we love to get all of our stuff out of the boxes, whether it's toys or whatever.
Ooh, there's that fresh plastic smell. I really like this one, though, because I've really kind of gotten into octopuses lately. Or is it octopi? Octopi. But her hair is an octopus tentacle. So that's really cute.
The Splatoon characters are always really fun with how creative they are. And, of course, with the amiibo, they're always made with such high quality. They always just look really neat. That, in all honesty, you'd be a fool to leave them in boxes.
Yeah, you would.
Because you want to see that detail all around, like the spots in her hair, you know, the little tentacle suckers on the back of her hair. So very, very cool. And that was not all that we got at our GameStop. Of course, they are always having sales, so we went with the SNK Arcade Classics Volume 1.
We got the snook.
The snook. It's like Wolverine is making video games.
Video games!
Enterprises. But this is 16 games in one, and SNK, of course, it's debatable, but they were pretty much the king of the arcade back in the day. Whether it was fighters, anything for the Neo Geo. But there's always a lot of good co-op, a lot of good competitive play. And we got, finally, for this one...
Oh, I know. It's been years, actually.
Harry Potter.
Deathly Hallows Part 2. I've played every single one of them up to it, from the cartoon when it, you know, like it was very cartoony up into very realistic.
So you played the first one on PS1,
right?
Yeah. So
and it's worked its way up. And I've kind of got them in different forms one way or the other. I played a lot of them on PS1, a lot of them on PS2. I jumped over to the DS for a little bit and then back to PlayStation. I prefer them better on the PlayStation.
Oh, absolutely. But, so this was actually a very hard game to track down.
It was, actually.
But another shout out to our GameStop.
Yeah.
One day we just mentioned in passing that we had been looking for this.
And it did have the manual.
They found it for us. It was at another location, and I believe this was the one that the store manager, we'll just call him Mr. D, in case he doesn't want his name out there. But he was nice enough to actually drive it from that store to his store and leave it for us.
Yeah.
So, very, very cool. And now we finally have it, and you can
complete
the saga.
We do, and now I can finally complete it, which, hoping, because the first one was terrible. What was this? Deathly Hallows Part 1 was just awful. So I'm hoping that this one is good, because they've all been good up until that game, and it was torture getting through it, so hopefully this one will be better.
Well, on the note of Harry Potter, we also picked up our very first...
I know, can you believe it? This is our very first Vita game.
No book.
No, but I don't think they did, though, with the Vitas. I don't know. You guys will have to let us know. We've never had Vita before, but I love these little cases. It's like, look, it's normal in my hands. But yeah, we figured for our very first Vita game, why not go for my favorite Lego game, which is the Harry Potter ones. So yeah, so cute.
And of course, she loves miniature stuff anyway, so the teeny tiny cartridges right up her alley. And I've got to give a shout out to fellow YouTuber Emceemur, because even though I already love the Dragon's Crown game, I had to go out and pick up Dragon's Crown Pro, which comes with the slip cover to keep safe that lovely steelbook.
It's embossed.
And what's embossed on there?
The front of the game.
But what in particular?
A booty.
A fairy booty.
A fairy booty. That you could. Everyone that's come over since we got this feels the need to rub her fairy booty.
Everyone rubs the fairy booty.
Everybody's got to rub the booty.
But when Emceemur showed off this game on his channel, it was very cool. I could not resist it. I mean, it absolutely looked gorgeous just having the steel case. And it comes with everything. It's got some art on the inside of the case as well.
And the back, too. It's got some really pretty... Here, let me take the game out of here so you can...
And we couldn't wait. We already opened the skill cards because we wanted to see them. And we're going to get some closer up pictures right here put into the video. These are very, very cool.
They are very pretty. They're like dual
playing cards.
Yeah, but they're different, the top and bottom, you know. So. And
the artwork is really gorgeous on them. They have kind of a slight thickness to them, almost what maybe like a business card.
Yeah,
thickness.
They definitely do kind of feel like business cards. A lot thicker more sturdy than a playing card, but kind of still along the same lines. So
these were very cool.
I'm gonna need you to rub the booty. I'm feeling a little dirty. I'm feeling dirty.
The
So thank
fairy
you.
booty. All right, but there is one more thing that we picked up from GameStop.
But
so
wait, there's more?
let's get rid of all of this stuff. I'm gonna play a song of my people to get rid of it all.
All right. It's gone. What else did we get?
Ba-ba-da-da-da!
Yay!
Oh, I believe this is our first 2DS. We did not get the one that stays open all of the time. This one, I believe, does the more clamshell.
Yeah, we will get that one eventually because we have every iteration of the DS. So we will get that one eventually. But let's open it up and look how pretty.
Now, the nice thing is, hold on. The nice thing is,
sorry.
this actually has 82% larger screens. So it is a 2DS XL, which is nice because you want to see how gorgeous this stuff looks on there.
Yeah.
Now, this is the Hylian Shield, or Hylian Shield, however you want to pronounce it, design. And as you can see on the back, it has a few special features, of course. Right in the middle of that touch screen, it can scan off NFC figures, so all of your amiibo are compatible. Nice. And what comes pre-included on this?
A Link Between Worlds. As you can see, we have not opened it yet at all, and this came out in the beginning of July.
We've been a little busy.
So let's see what everyone really wants to see, not all that stuff.
So, you know, of course, you got your information, your tray, and a charging cable, which is nice, because I believe for a while they were not doing the charging cable.
Okay, something I actually did not know about this. I thought it was a picture.
But it's actually
raised. I don't know if you can see that there. We'll get a closer upper picture of it, but check that out. Feel it. That is I kind of wish it wasn't a 2DS. Of course, actually, I never turned my 3DS part on, so I guess it really wouldn't matter to me.
And
that
look
is gorgeous.
At that gorgeous screen
wow.
there. So
that is so pretty.
That is very pretty. Of course, that design on the front is gorgeous. The simpler tones of the blue and then the silver trim is absolutely lovely. And oh, it's so great seeing it. Not with any fingerprints on that screen yet.
Does it have a stylus?
It should.
I don't see. Oh, there it is. It's right here. I'm used to them being on the sides, so it's a little thicker than the regular stylus.
It's funny because wasn't on the first DS, wasn't the stylus at the top? So it's like they're moving it all the way around.
It all the way around.
Now, that looked like a very small stylus. Is it telescopic?
No, it's not.
Oh.
So it's really, really tiny, which I don't like that.
That's going to be a hand killer right there.
And then it does have the headphone jack, and then your power button on there, volumes on the side, your shoulder buttons and everything. One thing that kind of makes me a little irritated with the DS's, anytime they do a special edition one, they always, to me, sorry, I was just going to show this real quick. To me, the image should be the other way because when you open it up, people are looking at you pretty much, and you know, this is all upside down. So it's like, I feel like this should be flipped the other way so that when you've got it open, everyone can see what you're doing, you know. So show off what you were going to show off.
Oh, I was just going to look. It looks like you've got your game cartridge goes down here on the bottom, which is another change. Used to be on the top.
This one, I'm not used to them having a door cover either, because normally they're just like the push-in, aren't they?
That is correct. And it looks like it has just one camera, and it actually flips out. Oh, no, wait, it does have the two cameras on the back. So they did good. They did real good.
I really like this one. This is just gorgeous. Now, is this the size of a normal XL, or is this the size of a regular DS?
Let's check that out right now. Alright, so here's the 2DS XL. Here is the 3DS XL.
Okay, so it's a little taller. How about... It's the same length, it's just a little taller. They look about the same thickness. Yeah, they're the same thickness.
And then the original 3DS. If you want to stand that back up, we can compare the size there. So it is
just a little taller.
But once you open those screens up, that's where a lot of difference shines. Because you can see how much more touch screen space you have, and even compared to the 3DS XL, they should be fairly similar.
Now, can you play a 3DS game on a 2DS?
Yes. I think that there are only a few exceptions. Now, the only issue, of course, is you will not be able to put it in 3D. So any game that really requires that functionality, you will be left out with that.
I don't know that I ever played a game that required it to be 3D.
I think the games that use it are probably a little more gimmicky, because a lot of the Zelda and a lot of the Mario games, you can still play just fine without the 3D.
I know it would always give me a headache, so I never turned mine on. But I don't know, I might for this. This is really pretty.
I was super stoked that it came with a copy of Link Between Worlds already loaded on there, because it's the perfect excuse for me to go back through and play that game again. I absolutely love that game. I had so much fun playing through it twice. The first time, once just to play through, and the second time to absolutely complete it. And I just may do that again with this. Be the perfect game to test out for it.
Yeah.
So, Nerdlings, you got to see everything that we got from Vintage Stock and GameStop. Definitely let us know if you liked any of the stuff that you saw in the video, whether it's the 2DS XL, whether it was the Amiibo, or any of the games. We love to hear from you guys. So like, comment, subscribe. We got a notification bell.
Don't forget to like us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for those closer upper pictures, knowing what we're doing in the world, and when a video has dropped, because sometimes YouTube don't tell you that.
We'll see you next time.
Bye, Nerdlings.